Why the fuck is Tommy Hawk coming in from the ceiling G.I. Joe style right now, chat? What am I watching? What is this pregame ceremony that we're having that Tommy Hawk is descending from the ceiling of the United Center on cables? It's like Tommy Hawk is coming down from the ceiling like a pastor at a megachurch right now. Now he's skating. Tommy's got some wheels. Okay, how's the edge work? Good stop. Why is Darren Pang... Chat, what am I watching right now? What was that for? What are they doing? Literally Blackhawks ex Palantir. Chat, I wore a suit for the trade deadline. I got very, very, very professional. Very professional, chat. Do you like my Blackhawks tie? My Blackhawks tie for the occasion. Heated rivalry. Chat, I put out like an hour or so ago podcast with Ovi and B-Hawk memes. Little deadline preview. Little deadline. Now Kaylee Chelios is skating out with some little tykes. Little Blackhawks. What is this? Keep the good ones for next week. Chat, I'm going to Puerto Rico next week for my brother's wedding. Just so you guys know. Just so everyone knows. Finn Kennedy. Nice. Yes, Finn. What is this for, chat? What is this for? Also, I don't know. I'm not wearing this jacket. I can't. Maybe I'll put it on later. All right, so Mangiapane in the lineup tonight. Are lines posted? Did lines ever get posted? Did that ever happen? I know there was nothing an hour ago. I'd imagine. Let me pull it up for us. We'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look. All right. All right, we got Green, Bedard, Burakovsky, classic. He's just going to stay there forever. In 3 years, Andre Burakovsky's still going to be on this first line somehow. Nazar, Teravainen, Donato, Moore, Mikheyev, Bertuzzi. Love that third line. Mangiapane, Lafferty, Slaggert. I like it. Put him on the fourth line. Good. Are they going to, I'm sure he'll end up playing first line minutes at some point. Vlasic. Whoa. Wait. Del Mastro's not playing, right? You can't go 7 and 12. Vlasic, Crevier, Kaiser, Renzel, Grzelcyk, Levshinov. I love it. Gosh, it's so nice to have Kaiser back. Love this third line. Love Kaiser back. Put him with Renzel. Why not? Mangiapane on the fourth line. All right. There you have it. Whoa! He's on a sled. The little sledders. All right. I'm sorry. Can we do something more productive right now with our time? Is that all right? If I do something a little more productive. I didn't watch Kyle Davidson's presser. I started it 30 minutes ago and only watched a couple minutes.
Much on my
As much as I'd love to watch Darren Pang introduce the little ones. This is cool. Okay. All right. It's good. That's good stuff for the Blackhawks to do. That's good stuff for the Blackhawks to do. However, it is not my job to you know.
And I wouldn't say the volume of calls in and out was any more or less than any other year, and so but you know, around the league it maybe seemed a little more quiet than normal, but I honestly I don't think I have the answer on why that is.
The two players you brought in both have term. What was the thought behind them?
You know, I think in Andrew's case, certainly there was a cap component there, but he was someone that we dug into both on and off the ice, and did feel like he could be a good fit. I think we're getting a very motivated player. You know, I think he can bring some tenacity and some he's been around this league for a bit, so a little bit of veteran experience. We certainly sent a lot out recently, and so I think he can provide.
Oh, it's like how soccer teams, football players, European soccer players walk out with, they call them mascots. They walk out with little kids and they hold their hands. Very cute, very cute. Skip. This is a new thing they're doing on the broadcasts with their names on the bottom. Very cool. Very cool.
There, but you know, I think there's a lot to prove for him coming in, and we're excited to give him that opportunity to show what he's got. I'm
pretty sure he scored against the Hawks this year. Skip Perillo. That's good. I was a kid when I met Blackhawks legend Stephanie Matteau and Jocelyn Lemieux.
Go as he had planned this year in Edmonton, so I think, you know, a fresh start for him will be really healthy, and we're excited to give it to him. With Derek, he's gonna join up with Rockford right now, and you know, Derek's been around pro hockey for a number of years now, and I think he can bring a good veteran presence, log some minutes. We've called up.
They traded Aiden Thompson, young, up and coming, probably maybe not an NHL player. They've traded a young forward for a veteran AHL defenseman. Not really sure what that's about.
A lot of defensemen from Rockford over the last little while, and you know, haven't provided them with a ton of help. So I hope that can give them a little bit of a boost. And then he signed for next year as well. And you know, I think we're going to have again an influx of young talent, more so up front, and so a veteran on the back end, especially one that's adept at moving pucks up to those young forwards, I think is something that was important to us. It would probably be something we're going to look for in the summer, and so got a little bit of business out of the way. Obviously, you know,
Stefan, you know I don't care. All right, we'll save this. This is good. This is good content to watch in the intermission. That's good content to watch in intermission. Oh. By the what so proudly we have. Everyone up! Through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched. You guys don't need Jim Cornelison, you have me. And the rocket's red glare. Gave proof.
Welcome to Sunday at Full Throttle.
I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready. I'm fired up and ready to watch some Andrew Mangiapane hockey. Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's with me? Some Sam Lafferty and Andrew Mangiapane hockey. Let's go. Up, up. What number is he rocking? That's the question of the day. It's, you know. So the Hawks move on from Jason Dickinson, Connor Murphy, and Nick Foligno. I know what you're thinking. Wow, we're going to be worse defensively. This is going to be rough. At least our first game is against the Vancouver Canucks. At least our first game is against the worst. Our first game is against an AHL team, thankfully. Mangiapane is like Donato, 30-goal scorer. That is not good. Yeah, I know. Andrew Mangiapane, anytime goal. He's buried on the fourth line. He's going to play 8 minutes tonight. I think that might be father and son. I didn't even realize they had the same last name. Mangiapane hockey. Very well. Very, very, very clever. Very, very funny. Very well done. I'm ready to go, though. I'm excited for this game for some reason. And I almost feel like I shouldn't be, but look, Blackhawks are 5th from the bottom. We want to win this hockey game, but wise men say. All right. Jeez. St. Louis and Calgary losing games. Damn, we are right there. I mean, we really could finish bottom 2 or 3. If we finish bottom 3, man. Who's wearing the C? No one's wearing the C. They're not. They're going to deal with that in the offseason. Connor Bedard's going to get it in the offseason. For now, the leadership group consists of Connor Bedard with an A on his chest and Tyler Bertuzzi with an A on his chest. No one else. No one else is getting a letter. Just those two gentlemen. All right, we're about to be underway. Let's go. Blackhawks versus Canucks. As bad as it gets. The toilet bowl, they're calling it. Bang! All right. Why do I have these headphones on? Lock in. Oh, so they did dress 7 defensemen. So is Lafferty not? They're just not playing Lafferty? Oh, man. All right. So we're probably gonna see Bedard with Mangiapane and Slaggert, because they're just gonna be double shifting guys with that fourth line. Jeez, this team is terrible, and they didn't move on from Evander Kane. Elias Pettersson, future Blackhawk. I'm just kidding. Thought Vlasic would get the last A. They want to wait. They want to hold off to make that decision. I would have thought Vlasic would get it too. That was my knee-jerk reaction. I'm sure he will. I'm sure this summer Bedard's going to get the C, Vlasic will get the A, and Bertuzzi will keep the A. If I had to guess. Oh, Donato's in and he scores! Right off the bat, the Hawks go up and he's all sorts of fired up. Let's go. They're pumped up. And it's a packed crowd. I bet it's a packed crowd tonight. I feel like I know a lot of people are there. Let's go. He's firing up the bench. He's saying, let's go, boys. He sends it in, plays it into the corner. It bounces perfectly to him off the wall. Gosh, Vancouver's. Chat, we're not going to finish below Vancouver. This team is a different level of bad. What a goal from Ryan Donato. Oh, my gosh. This is his Bobby Orr moment. Holy cow, he gets tripped, flying through the air. Is able to get enough on the backhand. Hawks are up 1-0. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Boom. Shot comes in for Vancouver. It hits a Vancouver player in front of the net. Third line out for the Hawks. Nice defensive play from Grizzlick. Levshinov looking for a breakout pass. Hits a couple of bodies. Bertuzzi's in. Drop pass. Ooh, Mikheyev. Shot into the glove. How does this team not get caved in by 5+ goals every night? This team is atrocious. Looking like Pavel Bure. The message about stepping up was received loud and clear. Gary Bettman got us, boys. Don't worry. All right, ozone draw here. Fourth line. Is that Beds with them? Who's taking the draw? I can't see. He's hunched over. It's Frankie. Frankie with Slager and Mangiapane wearing 26. Andrew Mangiapane. Here he is. Imagine he sets Frank up on a tee. His first shift. Oh, Crevier almost got turned into dust by Evander Kane there. He let up a little bit on that hit. Oh, geez, and Vancouver scores. Andrew Mangiapane with the early dash. Imagine Andrew Mangiapane. Where was he on this play? Just, these guys had no... This is going to be a terrible hockey game. Gets through Del Mastro. Just a breakdown in coverage there. I don't know how he was so open on that right side. Not strong enough net front. Gets through Del Mastro. Gets through Crevier. This is gonna be a game of all time. I hope all these games end up just being like 7-5 losses. You know. Like, this one has all the makings for a barn burner. Just no one playing defense. Geez, great wraparound attempts for Vancouver. Soderblom makes the save. Also, I have Spencer Knight on the thumbnail of this video, and he's not even in net tonight. I was, like, editing my thumbnails. I was running over here. I had to get food after the podcast, and I just made it really quick, and I wasn't going to put Bedsy on. I was like, yeah, Spencer Knight. That's cool. I'll leave Spencer Knight on this thumbnail. Not even playing. Good job, Lee. These women having a mid-off. For real. Are we on Team Tank already? What do you mean already? Oh my gosh. And Vancouver scores off the draw. Hawks are down. Oh, okay. Hawks score a minute in and they're already down 2-1. Hawks score a minute in, and they're already trailing, and we're not 3 minutes into this game. All right. Took a tip from Jake DeBrusk. All right. The Mangiapane McKenna connection will feed families. You're going to get blocked for that comment. Mangiapane and McKenna. Oh, my gosh. Get that out of here. Disgusting. Vancouver wins the draw. It's going to be, hey, chat, it's going to be a long final 20 games of the season. I promise. This is going to be fun. This is going to be funny hockey, entertaining hockey, you know. Maybe not for a Blackhawks fan, but for a neutral, this will be entertaining. All right. Vancouver almost got set up again there. Bad passing, though. Goes all the way back into their zone. Who's in net for them? This is a hydrogen bomb versus a coughing baby. No, it's not. This is a coughing baby versus a coughing baby. Ryan Donato wants to score again. Ryan Donato just sitting down. Looks like a toddler in a playroom in the corner there. Gets back to his feet. Here he is. Passes it to Burakovsky. Does well there, Burakovsky. Nice. Can he get a pass? Nice. Finds Bedard. Bedard, oh my gosh, breaking ankles. Drops for Rinzel, rather. Slides it to Burakovsky. Burakovsky looking good there. Del Mastro, oh, pumps the shot. Bedard, soft area. Oh, can't hold on to the puck. Get there, Del Mastro. Good stick from Del Mastro in the neutral zone. Green to Bedard. Enters the zone. He's got two guys on him. Coughs up the puck. Great hit from Ryan Green. Just ran a guy over in the corner. Vancouver gets it out. They enter the Hawks zone. Attacking Grizzlick. Oh my gosh, they get another grade A chance. Soderblom big enough to make this save. Jeepers. That was almost 3-1 quick. Time to figure out who's going to step up. It's been a day, but the pod was good. Glad you enjoyed. Banana peel versus banana peel. Would you trade Del Mastro for Quinn Hughes? Or would you want an extra first? Yeah, I'd need an extra first. Blackhawk, but Frank Nazar got hit up high there. No call. Shot from the point hits the body. Soderblom makes another good save from the hash marks. Oh, tripping. Holy shit, how did the refs miss that? My goodness. Louis Crevier just got away with a blatant trip. And he dumps it into the Vancouver zone. Here's Mangiapane. Plays it around the boards for Slaggert. Slaggert just has no clue how to pick the puck up off the wall, does he? He just always goes straight back into pressure. Donato throws one across for Vlasic. Vlasic with a nice pass to Donato on his backhand. He circles back. Levshinov! Oh, goes wide. Mangiapane goes hard into the boards. My goodness. Little guy. Little fella. He's a little fella, ain't he? Nice patient play from Marty. Sends Alex Vlasic a grenade right there. Great back check from Bertuzzi to make up for it. Attaboy Bert with the A on his jersey. Here's Oliver Moore. Gets the puck off the wall. Bertuzzi now. Below the goal line. Mikheyev try to kind of jam it out to Oliver Moore. Vancouver gets it out. It's going to be icing here on Vancouver. Ozone draw for the Blackhawks with 4:13 left in the first. Shots are 6-1 Vancouver after the great start from Ryan Donato. It has been mostly Vancouver here. Oh, and Frankie freaking hurting his fucking eye. And here's that trip. Oh, it wasn't a trip. Oh, my gosh. DeBrus just skewered himself. His stick got caught in the net. Frankie, wipe that little eye. Wipe that little eye, little Frank. DeBrusque's stick just got stuck in the back of the net and got impaled by the shafts of his own stick. That was like a pole vault gone wrong. Got stuck in the ground and just fucking turned him into a beef kebab. Here's Bedard. Nice pass over to Rinzel. Rinzel, was looking for Burakovsky back door. That would have been pretty. The L plan is coming together. Donato looking good tonight. Chat on the bright side, you know. On the bright side, Donato's looking good. We traded two of our most important defensive pieces. We're losing 2-1 to Vancouver, but at least Donato's looking good. No, I'm just kidding. We knew this was going to happen. This is what has to happen. We're in tank mode now. But let's still have fun, all right? No crying and belly aching. We're in tank mode for the last 20 games. It's obvious, you know? Accept it. Let's still have fun. Right in his Canucks. That's good. Who's in net? Arvid Soderblom. Arvid. Mr. Arvid himself. Skewered his liver. Yeah, that would hurt, man. That would hurt for real. Do you guys like my tie? Chat, my girlfriend got me this tie. Can you see the little Blackhawks? Gonna start rocking this bad boy with the most absurd shirts you've ever seen in your life. Ethical tank. It's an ethical tank, all right? Frundell and Boisvert are joining the team. Nick Lardis hopefully joining the team as well soon. Ethical tank. We're going to get maybe better offensively and get worse defensively. Let's have fun. This ain't the same tank as the last couple seasons, though. Exactly. This is an entertaining tank. Like, I still want to watch this team play hockey. I am here. Yeah, nobody wants to lose. That's a good point. They're competing. You can tell. It's not like the body language is a completely different. Uh-oh. Vancouver might be in here. Good defense. Oh, my gosh. Wyatt Kaiser. You think we missed him? Gosh, he is so good. He is so damn fast. Oh, Donato tried hitting Teravainen with the pass there. He got pickpocketed. Vancouver gains the line. Oh, no. And they score again. Just weak sauce, man. It's the same line. Oh, my gosh. Teddy Bluger. Who is that on the bench? Who the fuck is on the bench? Who is that goalie? How about now? We're still having fun. Frank. I mean, easy. The other Pedersen just splitting Teravainen and Donato, just cutting straight through him like a hot knife through butter. And then Frank Nazar not strong enough in his own crease. Woof. Now we got Bedard out with Landon Slaggert and Andrew Mangiapane. Yes, you saw that right, chat. Connor Bedard is skating with Landon Who is this guy on the bench? Caden Edwards. I have Spencer Knight on my thumbnail. He's not even in the building. What's up with... Your thumbnail might not be off. Soda might get the yank. Well, apparently fucking Carlton Edwards or whatever. Caden Lindstrom or Edwards. Tremaine Edmonds is the fucking backup. I've never even heard of that guy in my life. So we can't pull Soderblom, and he's just gonna get his face caved in. This could get rough, man. We need Bedard to do something and take control here. Here's Green, gains the line. Nice pass to Levshinov, finds Bedard. Has to get it on his forehand, passes it back to Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk shoots, goes wide. Vancouver's going to get this out. Good defensive play from Grzelcyk, finds Green, up to Bedard. Gains the line, nice pass to Burakovsky. Has to get it out of his skates. His pass just out of the reach of Green. It got tipped. Get that on the tape, Burakovsky! Spencer Knight's taking the night off because of sickness. Oh, my gosh. Great. Good. Nice. Here's Mangiapane. Behind the Vancouver net. Spins. Oh, his pass out of the reach of Del Mastro. Good speed by Rinzel there to recover. Oh, really nifty play by Sam Rinzel. Mangiapane playing defense on him, trying to take the puck off him. Really great play by Rinzel in the corner there to skate away from pressure. Avoided 2 Vancouver Canuck forecheckers. That was pretty. Little late, but still up. Come on, you can't be showing up 2 goals down, John. I'm just kidding. Nice, Burt to Mikheyev. Mikheyev shoots! It missed! He missed. Puck gets back over to him. Back to the point. Gave fucking Vlasic a hospital pass there. Good thing Vlasic is a black hole. Oliver Moore skating it in. Drops it for Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi to Vlasic to the point. It doesn't get through. Elias Pettersson batted it out of the air. He gains the line. Makes a nice move on Crevier, but then gets manhandled. Bertuzzi sliding around. Why do we all of a sudden, this defensive structure, it looks like, oh, is the entire team different? Like we get in our own end and all these forwards are looking around like clueless. Oh, nice hit there from Artie. Wow. Just laid a guy out. Kaiser holds the puck behind the Hawks net patiently. This might get fun bad. Yeah. Kaiser dumps it in. Good keep. Goes all the way around for Kaiser. Hits Donato's tape to Nazar. Nazar on his backhand, protecting the puck behind Vancouver's net, looking for a pass. Just leaves it for Artie. Now Artie does the same thing, plays it up the wall. Intercepted. Vancouver gets it out. I wouldn't mind Frankie just turning and ripping that. Here's Donato. Go to the net, Frankie. Donato rips one. Oh, man. Goes just wide. Good keep there at the line by Burkowski. Frankie in a board battle. Donato tries to turn and fire it towards the Vancouver net. The Canucks carry it out and into the Hawk zone. We still don't have... That Donato shot is the only shot we have on goal. Here's Green. What a play to Burakovsky. Now Bedard. This line is fun. Oh my gosh. Bedard doing it by himself. What a move. Rips one. Second chance. Burakovsky. Oh no, it was Green. His shot gets saved. Damn, that was pretty. Bedard is fun. Just give it a 98. Entertain us. Burakovsky finally having some mojo. This is the best he's looked in 3 months. Actually playing with some sort of swagger, finally. Nice hit from Slaggert. Hawks are playing physical right now. Love that. Bedard comes up with it. Can he find the pass? He's behind the net. Back to the point. Rinzel over to his D partner, Kaiser. Kaiser back to Rinzel. Rinzel makes a move. Shoots. Blocker save. Puck's still free. Where is it? Vancouver comes up with it. I hope Bedard doesn't revert back to junior-style hero hockey. I would not mind that. If that's what we just saw in that laugh shift, I'd take more Bedard junior hero hockey because that move was sick. And what else are we doing? You know? I wouldn't mind him trying to get a little creative. I won't lie. Oliver Moore into the Vancouver zone. Gets the pass to Bertuzzi. Back to Moore. Just shoot the puck, Moore. Oh, what a goal! Never mind. My goodness. Ignore what I said. I said just shoot the puck, Moore. He put it on a tee for Mikheyev, who shoots it. I said I love that third line. Chat, you know I love that third line. Burt, Moore, and Mikheyev all getting a point on this goal. Oliver Moore driving play, carrying the puck into the zone, getting to the Burt, then getting the pass back. Oh my gosh, what a play. Oh my gosh, Oliver Moore hitting the "Are you not entertained" Selly after the sweet no-look assist. My goodness. Stick twirl, "Are you not entertained?" Oliver Moore. Take a bow. My goodness, that was pretty. Gonna be watching that one later and enjoying it. Icing on the Blackhawks. Do you like professional bull riding? Yeah, I'm a professional bull rider myself. That goalie was so out of position. Yeah, who even is this guy? I mean, to be fair, why would Oliver Moore pass that, you know? Like, I think most goalies... I think the fact that the pass connected, I don't know if any goalie's saving that. You kind of got to sell out for that more chance. He had a wide open shooting lane. You got to trust your guys to, But yeah, he was pretty out of position. Here's Burt. Nice move by Burt. Gets it to Green. Oh, Vance on the shot. Had to try a toe drag there. Couldn't release. Teravainen flips one over to Grzelcyk. Nice play by Grzelcyk there. A little nifty through the legs to keep the puck moving. Jeez, 5 goals so far, and we're not even 15 minutes into the game. This one's going to be a barn burner, chat. Hopefully nobody bet any unders tonight. Why is Soderblom in the NHL? Let's not pretend like... Which of those goals were his fault? You know? We've been defending pretty atrociously in front of him. I mean, that tipped shot, maybe you want him to make the save on? How is he supposed to make the save on, like, the pass through the crease that, like, we're just not tying guys up on? How is he supposed to make that save? Maybe you want him to make that shot from distance that got tipped, but even then, it's like it got tipped. Over, under 12 goals, it'll be under that. And we won't stay at this goal-scoring pace for the rest of the game. Offsides. We Hawks fans love suffering. Dude, this is not suffering. We're having fun right now. Speak for yourself. I'm enjoying this. I thoroughly enjoyed seeing that Oliver Moore goal. Or that Oliver Moore assist, I should say. That fired me up. Oliver Moore needs to play center. Chat. How many times have I said on this channel? That guy is a center. Stop playing him on the wing. Play him as your third line center. He's playing better at the center position than Frank Nazar is right now. He is completely unnoticeable when he gets put on the wing and literally is extremely impactful immediately upon returning to the center position. Every single time. Stop putting him on the wing. Please, for the love of God. I do love this third line. Bertuzzi, Mikheyev, Moore. It's probably going to be... I was going to say it's going to be our best line, but, the Bedard line's going to be the best line. Keep on rocking me, baby. Levshinov's playing good. Yeah, he's made a couple of hits. He's keeping the puck alive in the offensive zone. Not really connecting on any big passes. Had a decent shot that went wide or maybe got saved. He's fine. He's played fine so far. Hope Nazar pops off. Y'all be hating. Y'all, you better not be saying me. I'm not hating. I don't hate. Well, I hate a lot, actually. I don't hate on Frank Nazar. But to say he's struggling is a fair assessment. Kyle Davidson, you madman, getting a first-round pick for Jason Dickinson and having to take Andrew Mangiapane. It's a shame. All right, here's Kaiser. Oh, no, bobbling the puck. Get a hold of it, buddy. Rinzel comes in to the rescue. Rinzel playing with confidence so far. Nice. Bedard. Oh, one-timer off the pass from Green into the bread basket. I'm Nazar's biggest op. That can't be true. What are they reporting about this Foligno funny business? Chat, what do you guys think? Chat, who are you guys rooting for in the playoffs? Are you rooting for Nick Foligno in the Minnesota Wild? Or are you rooting for Jason Dickinson, Connor Murphy, and war criminal Stan Bowman on the Edmonton Oilers? Let me know. Minnesota's kind of been my team. And now they got Captain Fliggy, so I think I'm going to be... Oh, nice. Andrew Mangiapane drawing a penalty. Attaboy. Attaboy, making your impact felt early. Buffalo. Buffalo will be fun to watch. But I don't know if that's a Stanley Cup winning team. Attaboy, Mangiapane just getting in the dirty areas. Gets hammered into the net by Roddy. Attaboy. Oh, he's got a little thing in his nostril. He's got a little bloody nose. Dickey and Murphy. I'm rooting for Anaheim. Coach Q. What am I wearing? Well, I had a suit on earlier. It's my trade deadline fit, bro. It's my trade deadline fit. Come on, bro. Blackhawks tie. Professional bull riding button up. But it's like the buttons are like not buttons. They're like these things, you know? Very, 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 very sick. Very dope and cool, if you ask me. Since my fave is Nick, you know I'll root for him. True, true, true. All right, they're showing this red-hot power play that's been dunking on teams. Let's see if we can get the puck in the zone. Oh, Nazar just wipes out. Could work out well for us. Oh, no. Bedard loses the puck at the blue line. Vancouver clears it the length. Rinzel gets the puck off Soderblom. Carries it through the neutral zone. Just enter the zone, big fella. There you go. Cowers away from the hit and loses the puck. Vancouver probably going to be able to get this out. They do. All right. All right. Not rooting for Brock Faber and Quinn Hughes. What the fuck is wrong with you? American beauties. I'm rooting for Brock Faber and Quinn Hughes. They got a lot of American boys on that team. Matt Boldy, dog. They're a fun team. They don't have any centers, though. They have no center depth whatsoever. But they do have maybe the best blue line in the NHL. Green to Moore. Oh, Moore's pass. Oh, it bounces right to Green, but he misses the net on the bobbling puck. And Burakovsky with a terrible pass. Terrible back pass to Artem Levshinov. Donato, hard rim. Burakovsky protecting the puck. Gets it below the goal line. Donato, his pass is a scorcher. Moore, oh, nice pass, but no one was ready for it. Too nice of a pass, honestly. Rooting for Edmonton. Dickinson, Doc, and Murphy are good dudes. Crosby got traded to Baltimore. Motherfucker, man. Did he actually? That sucks. Max Crosby to the Baltimore Ravens. That's tragic. Here's Nazar. Gets into the zone, but then loses the puck and gets... Gosh, Nazar has spent this entire period on the ground. On the ice. On his knees. He is getting pushed around a little bit this period. He's a Weasley coward. Okay, dude. I already read that. No, he didn't. Oh, that isn't true. Why is false? Why are you spewing false propaganda, bro? Is Crosby even trending? Bro, Max Crosby did not get traded, bro. Yeah, what are you talking about? No, it's confirmed now per Adam Schefter. What are you talking about? Oh, they did. Fuck. Yeah. Crosby to the Ravens for 2 first-round picks. Wow. Damn. And Rap. Oh, good. The Rap account posted it. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Crosby to the Ravens. Bummer. What are you going to do? Bears didn't want to trade first-round picks. I understand. They're going to use them and probably draft a linebacker. All right. Vancouver carries it out. Here's Besser. Oh, no. I almost had another backdoor chance. Good back check there from Burakovsky to recover on that play. Here's Vlasic. At least the Bears will get some studs in the draft, yeah. He's not winning a Super Bowl in Baltimore. Yeah. Here's Bedard. Oh, his drop pass was not great there. Here comes Vancouver. Good stick from Grizzly. He got beat there, but then recovered well. Poked that puck away. Shot comes in. Just a beach ball from the point. And we've got a whistle because the net came off its bearings. Bear with me. Bear down. It would have been sick to have Max Crosby, I won't lie, though. Another year as Chicago Bedards. This is the last year. Last year of Chicago Bedards, chat. Last year of it. Okay. We've got Frundell and Lardis next year. No more Bedards. Oh no, man. Soderblom is just not seeing these shots from the point. That get redirected. Here's Mangiapane into the Vancouver zone. Nice pass over to Slaggert, who draws a penalty. Hawks going back to the power play. This line draws another penalty. Going to have the final minute and a half of the period on the man advantage and 30 seconds into the second period as well. Yeah, Nazar's going to come back refreshed after the offseason and look like a different player. I'm hoping. Hopefully Frankie's on fire next year. All right, here's Bert. Down low, looking for Nazar in the slot. Doesn't pass it to him. Teravainen looks away from the shot. Now here's Nazar. Back to Teravainen. Rinzel threw it too quickly over to Bedard. That was not the pass. Oh, Besser gets taken out in the corner. And, yeah. Rinzel's getting called for that. Tripping. Well, so much for that power play. Tripp, really? I mean, he kind of took him out. Blackhawks have already had a couple. It's a soft trip, but I mean, it was right there in front of all of us. We all saw it. Yeah, I mean, he did. Yeah, I mean, chat. It's soft, but what else is that? You know, what he kicked out his legs. He shouldn't have had that bad pass. If he doesn't have that shit pass, none of that matters. That was rough from him. Oh, no. D to D, Vancouver. Pettersson protecting the puck against Vlasic. He wipes out. Vlasic gets... Oh, no, he doesn't get on the puck. Damn. Hawks man on man. Good poke from Crevier. Yeah, good job, Big Lou. Hammering his guy into the boards. 10 seconds left. Pettersson takes it out of the zone, and this will do it for the final few seconds of the period. Hawks down 3-2 in what was a very eventful back and forth, sloppy. Oh, no. I accidentally just read That's what I meant to do. I need to reset this timer, not the score. All right. How about tighten up the D zone? Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. We look very sloppy in our own end. And we don't have a great goalie in net right now. So it's kind of a double whammy. Cowboys were willing to give Vegas a first and a second for Crosby. Well, the Ravens were willing to give up 2 firsts, so they get it. All right, more KD talk, chat. Where is Spencer Knight? Supposedly he is sick. Supposedly he is ill, I guess, is what the streets are saying. Streets are saying illness. Okay.
It came at a cost in Aiden, but you have to give something to get something, and that's kind of how it broke.
Moving out your entire leadership core is fairly unprecedented. What made you believe that now is the time for the young players to step up and take over those roles?
Yeah, there's we did move out a lot of leadership, but I think we still have a lot in that room. There's a lot of good veterans still in that room. And then, we've got a lot of emerging young leaders. Alex Lask has been around this league a while, and then we've got some guys that know what they need to do to win and know what they need to do and what the team needs to do to keep.
Nazar, Korch, and Florida's first for Robert Thomas. Yeah. Yeah, probably. It's tough because Nazar's had such a down year, and it's easy to say yes right now. But when Nazar's been at his best, I got to think about Nazar at his best. Yeah, I think I'd still maybe do it.
Progressing, and I think it's an opportunity for a lot of young players to step into the void.
Yeah, go celebrate, Elia. Thank God he's not a bear. You dodged a bullet, you lucky dog. It's all right. We're going to use that draft capital to get some dogs. You just wait. You celebrate now. You don't even know what you're celebrating.
And continue progressing their own leadership capabilities and developing their voice in the room. And so, I
Yeah, wait. Robert Thomas is on like one of the best contracts in the league, and he's a point per game center. Like Frank Nazar could easily. I'm tweaking. Frank Nazar could turn into Robert Thomas. He could. He definitely could. He's just had a down year, and I'm getting emotional right now. If you asked me this question 5 months ago, I would have said, go fuck yourself.
I don't necessarily fear for...
It's just Corch is a nothing burger, and that Florida first is going to be like next year's first anyway. It's the Florida first isn't even going to be in this draft. So like those are two assets that I don't care at all about. You could have said, would I trade Robert Thomas for Frank Nazar 1-for-1? And honestly, it would have been the same like mental back and forth in my head.
For the lack of leadership, I think it's there. It's just going to come in a different form now. And I'm excited for a lot of those young guys to find that voice and find that next bit of contribution that they could, they had some really, really good positive leaders to learn from over the last couple of years. Both that we've, moved out now, but even looking back to the last couple of years, they've got to learn from guys like Patty Maroon and Alec Martinez and the guys that have even come before them and then obviously Murph, Dickey and Nick. So, they've seen what it's like. They've seen what needs to be said at the right times, and so it's time for them to start either vocalizing or through their actions taking charge of the room. And there's going to be opportunity to do that over the next bit of this season to finish off, and then we'll see how the summer goes. But it's their locker room now, and it's time.
Lebowski, I literally just said it's because Nazar's had a down year, and so I'm getting emotional. I do think Frank Nazar will be that kind of player.
For them to take over and say what needs to be said when it needs to happen. So I'm excited for them, and I think it's a good bit of opportunity for them to grow into that.
Piggyback off of that, Connor Bedard has the A for the rest of this season. I'm sure there's a captaincy in his future. Just how have you seen him kind of develop that leadership capabilities? I mean, he's already the face of the franchise and kind of developing those leadership abilities and what he was learning from those guys over these last couple of years.
Yeah, I think, with, again, whether it's Connor or any young player, it takes time to get comfortable in this league, and there's a lot of feeling out process and understanding where your place within that leadership structure is. And
first 2 years, feeling out process for Bedard.
And I believe this year, coming into this season, Connor, we obviously saw his play, but it just his voice and his ability to command that room and be a presence within the room, I think really took a step forward. And you feel it when you're around him. You see it, when the group's just kind of hanging out around the rink or on the road, and he's a guy that people gravitate towards. And so, I believe he'll continue to grow in that respect and find his own leadership style. Everyone's different. We've had a great example of the leadership at the top of that pyramid with Nick over the last number of years, and whoever steps into that spot or takes on a little bit more of that lead role is not going to be Nick. It's going to be, I'm sure, a different style, but equally as effective, I'd assume and expect. And so, there's going to be further growth because still young player, and he's going to figure that out. But you can just.
You're worried about Robert Thomas's contract length? He's getting paid fucking peanuts. He's getting paid a sack of potatoes and a bottle of water. What are you talking? I would take Robert Thomas on that deal for 10 years. He's only 26.
See the comfort in that role growing over the last year or so, but we're fortunate to have a number of young players that have either played leadership roles in the past with their teams, but who have also matured into players that I think others can gravitate towards and look to for guidance in times of need. So I think we're in a really good spot there moving forward.
A lot of fans have
see the vision with your reboot so far, and with that comes some fans that have some concerns about the future as well. What would you say to those fans that kind of don't see eye to eye with your vision as of right now?
Well, I
Fuck them. Katie, let me answer this for you. I wish I could, fuck them. Who cares? What would you say to the fans who don't see eye to eye with your rebuild? They're fans that don't know puck. Who cares?
can't really address every quibble that someone might have with the vision, but you know what? Like, I think that's natural in any,
We've got $100 million in cap space in the next few years. We've got a superstar first line center. We have a superstar bona fide number one goaltender. We have a developing but really solid young blue line. They're not great. They're not, they're not, you guys know what I'm saying. They're going to be really good. They have their struggles, but getting better, improving every single game. And you've got 100,000 billion draft picks in the next 3 years. It's hard to fuck this up.
I think there's probably teams around the league that the fan base is asking to get younger, and when you're younger, they're asking to get a little bit older, and so that's fandom. That's what happens. But I think that whether people want to hear it or not, we're committed to a vision here, and we've picked a path. We're committed to that, and we're going to.
What he should say is, I know it's hard, to look far ahead in the future and not just see this product right now on the ice is not fantastic, and so it's hard to conceive that this team is going to turn around and get much better in the near future. So I understand why they're upset. Because the team is, not where we'd like, as in not in the playoffs. So I get that. But, these trades that we just made, bringing in more futures assets, it's going to, stack us up better for the long run. That's the answer there.
Execute within that vision. And so we're continuing to do that. We're continuing to I believe in these young players. I believe in this group of young prospects that we have coming both here and not in the NHL. And as they continue to mature, as they continue to get comfortable and develop into the players that we see them becoming and we expect them to become in this league, that's going to drive our team's success. And that doesn't mean that, again, it's only going to come from these players. There's opportunities along the way, I would hope and expect in the future to add and inject some more talent. And, again, but as I said before, we can only deal with what we know, and we know all these players coming in. We know these players coming up, and we believe in them wholeheartedly, not just with.
That's an overpay for Matt Nyes. It wouldn't take that much. It wouldn't take that much for Nyes. And you wouldn't want to give up your 2027 first.
With rose-colored glasses, that they can get us to where we want to go. And so that's the vision. That's what we're committed to. We believe in that. And, again, we've got a ton of young players on the way. We've got a ton of draft capital that is there for us to use moving forward. And so we're positioned very well. It's something that doesn't happen overnight. We're such a young team here. We're such a, for the most part, quite an inexperienced team in the landscape of the NHL. And so that takes time. And that's not easy to come in and just be great right away, especially when you have it at every position for, in our team, especially on the back end. It's a tough position for young players, but we're seeing steps. We're seeing improvement. We're seeing what we need to see to believe that we're on the right path.
I know in the past you've used the additional future draft assets to kind of move into the back half of the first round to go out and get more of a player that's kind of in a tier.
What's he going to say?
A mess draft picks in 27, 28. Are you hoping that one day maybe you can use those to kind of go out and get an impactful type player that can help surround some of these players that fits the long-term vision too?
Of course, yeah, and that's not something we're necessarily married to only happening down the road. Those are things that we have explored have, you know, attempted. And, you know, there's the
I like that. Chat, did you hear that? Let's listen to that question again.
An impactful type player that's kind of in a tier, but to a mess draft picks in 27, 28, are you hoping that one day maybe you can use those to kind of go out and get an impactful type player that can help surround some of these players in the that fits the long-term vision too?
Of course, yeah, and that's not something we're you know, necessarily married to only happening down the road. Like, those are things that we have explored, we have, you know, attempted. And, you know, there's the reality of it is that really good players, especially really good young players, are so hard to shake loose. It is what it is, and it's natural, it's understandable, but it's something we're always trying to do, and so we've got the ammo to continue to explore those avenues and try and acquire talent, and so, you know, with the future in mind, with the growth and understanding where our gaps may be and where we may need to add in the future, both in the short and, you know, long term, based on when we have draft picks. We got them for the next number of drafts. We're well positioned for that, and so, you know, and so it's something that you have to plan for and be prepared to execute on if the opportunity arises. And what we can control is being prepared, and we are prepared from that standpoint. And so we've got the capital, we've got the assets. It's just waiting for the right window to open.
I could see him making him. I haven't heard him talk like this, chat. I have not heard him talk like this. I have not heard Kyle Davidson talk like this. Now that he's got as many draft picks as he does, now that he has that Edmonton first, he's got this Florida first. Even if Florida finishes in the bottom 10 and that first round pick goes to next year, the Hawks will have 3 first round picks next year. After next, like, this team is going to be trying to, what am I trying to pull up? This team is going to be hopefully making a playoff push next year. I don't know if they're going to care to use 3 first round picks next year. I think by this time next year, the Blackhawks, by the end of next year's trade deadline, the Blackhawks will have traded for a big name player. I think that. Dude, we're probably going to have 3 first round picks next year in 2 seconds. Go do it. I have not heard him talk like this. I haven't heard him talk like this.
To act on that, but again, we can't act if we're not prepared, and so we are prepared.
Oh, he's talking right now. Ton of draft picks still coming up. That's been the focus. It's a lot of assets. He said it's unlikely you do use all those picks for selection. Good. Go make a move, KD. I'm excited for this summer, man. Ref, get out of the way. We're trying to look at Panger. Thank you. All right, now they're talking about leadership. All right, we can finish this. How much time we have? Oh my gosh, we still have a lot. We can finish this in the second intermish chat. Whew, wow, we still got a lot of game left. I've been in fucking Blackhawks mode for, it's felt like the past 3 days. I'm loving it right now, chat. It doesn't get better than this. Oh gosh, don't look over there. By the way, chat, I'm doing a post game tonight with Justin with B-Hawk memes. Damn it, I just reset everything. Here's Beds. Beds is in. Oh, what a move. No, off the backhand. It goes over the net. That was disgusting. That would have been a highlight reel. He gets off the ice. Levshinov hard rims it. Nice. Hawks doing well here. Just playing keep away. Killing off. Add to this PK percentage, chat. Add to the PK percentage. Oh, my gosh. I need to speak with Lee on copyright negotiation. All the children may go to school, may go to Sunday school. Yeah, I'm doing a post game tonight. But it'll be posted from, I'll collab it on my channel, but it'll be posted from Justin's channel. So it should still show up on your feed, but if not, make sure you're subscribed to B-Hawks Memes YouTube channel. And I will be doing the post game there. Here's Oliver Moore. Finds Tavo. Drops for Moore. Oh, I love this line. Oliver Moore cuts back. Doesn't have a passing option. Decides to just backhand it. Great play from... I love that decision making from Moore. Gosh, he looks good. Oh, he wanted the puck back, and frickin' Slaggert took it from him, basically. Man, Moore's looked good in this game so far. You need another sound for start of periods than the goal horn. I didn't mean to... What happened? Oh, Kaiser! Hits a body. Puck's still free. Now it gets covered. And Mangiapane's taking a shot after. Go stand up for your new teammate. Get in there. Come on, chat. These guys got to stick up for their new teammate. Get in there. Rinzel is such a softie, man. Get in there. That's like the softest fucking... Rinzel is such a sissy. Anyway, I didn't click a sound to start the period. I accidentally reset the scoreboard, so I had to add the goals back. And so when I add the goals back, it does a goal horn. That's what happened there at the start of the period. What a gift that was for Beds. Oh my gosh, that would have been so sweet. It went just over. He completely got under it and just airmailed it. That would have been nasty. Mangiapane's been everywhere when he's out there. Yeah, he was also on ice for a goal or two against, though. But he has looked good to start the game. He's looked decent. He's had some energy. 2 minutes. Offsetting. They're jawing at each other. Are we gonna have 4-on-4 hockey? I would love some 4-on-4 hockey, chat. Let's have some fun. Let's see some open ice. Blackhawks live money line plus 155. Worth a stab? Worth a stab, anyone? How's Mangiapane playing? He was on the ice for an early goal against, kind of looking clueless, but he's had some energy. He's been skating well. He hasn't really had any like crazy chances or anything, but he's looked all right. He's looked all right. Uh-oh. Here's the other Pettersson with a blast. Good blocker save by Soderblom. Burakovsky spins away. Goes behind his own net. Pass to Frankie. Drop pass for Artie. Artie passes it to Frankie, who tips it in. Why not pinch higher on 4-on-4? You know, it's like you might as well just play man. Make sure you got yours. All right, both teams change up. Canucks with possession. Find a pass. Oh, wow, Elias Pettersson got in there. Puck goes all the way to Burt, who passes it to Beds. Makes a cut. Slows the puck down. Makes the move. Shoots! Oh, that release is wicked, man. That was dangerous. Gosh, Bedard's so sick. And now he's got that speed that he can just... He stops on a dime and he can just skate away from guys. He's got... His foot speed is just so quick, man. He just... He's like a little cartoon character. He's just wheeling out of there. He is so dangerous. Especially on these 4-on-4, 3-on-3 types. Gosh, Canada would have loved him at the Olympics. All right, I'm not still hung up on it. I'll move on. Attaboy, Kaiser. Gosh, Kaiser is such a good skater, man. He doesn't look slow. You know, coming off the injury, he does not look bothered. He's skating like his old self, just zipping around out there. Rinzel with a nice stretch pass finds Bedard into the zone. What a pass. Rinzel, oh, looking for the stick of Kaiser. Didn't quite connect. Bedard's just going to carry it out of the zone. Bedard needs to be careful. They just went for a change. Watch him wheel into the zone. What a move. Still has possession of the puck, getting held, drawing a penalty here, surely. I mean, that guy was just holding on to him. That's crazy. No call there. Whatever. Both teams back to full strength. Vancouver ices the puck. Jeez, Beds is so fun to watch in 4-on-4. What a fucking performer, man. Oh, and that was a sweet pass from Rinzel. It just got... One of the three Petterssons got like a leg on it. That was almost a beautiful goal. Bedard wouldn't have missed that shot. Cough, cough. McKinnon, cough, cough. Yeah, for Vancouver, I'm reminded of humiliation. Aw, chasing, winning, to losing. Losing? What? Are you saying a poem? Crevier's tight angle shot gets gloved and held. And now Donato. Geez, Hronek is like really not liking these guys going anywhere near the goaltender. What crawled up Hronek's ass and died? They're not happy. Keep going to the net. Keep crashing the net. Just sit on this goalie. Get punched in the face. Draw a penalty. These guys are pissed for some reason. Why are you guys showing heart? You're at the bottom of the league. You're an embarrassment. I'm talking about Vancouver, by the way. I don't know why they're trying so hard. Vlasic. Ooh. Nice. Here's Crevier. Backhands one along the boards to Donato. Frankie. Nice pass. Teravainen backhander gets saved. Vancouver ices it. Another icing by Vancouver. Dude, that Vlasic pass to Teravainen on that shorthanded goal was nasty. Vlasic is such a sicko. Vancouver dumps it. No icing this time. Ooh. Grizzly gets tied up. Vancouver wins the puck. Now he gets on it. Good breakout here. Bedard carrying. Gains the line. Drop pass for Burakovsky. Avoids a checker. Nice. Backdoor! Bedard! Oh my gosh, it went off a stick and out of play. Jeez, did that hit Bedard's stick and just explode off of it and go out of play? That was a nice shot. Oh, wow. Great defensive play by Bluger. That would have been a tap-in for 98. I'm liking the way we're looking this period, chat. Creating a lot of good chances. We need someone to shoot the puck, though. We keep looking for these, like, you know, seam passes, these backdoor tap-ins. Can someone just shoot the puck? You know, you're not going to score if you don't put one on net. We don't only have to score pretty goals, and Del Mastro just got called for a hold. Yeah. Whenever you can't reach your arm. If you're holding your stick, you can't reach it all the way around someone. It's getting called every single time. Del Mastro, buddy. I don't want these young defensemen that are just getting these shots, taking these penalties, man. Yeah, I mean, he couldn't have made it look any more obvious. Those get called I mean, chat, we've seen those called all year long. Finishing research at ice hockey rink of the mine, setting Canucks to retreat their sausage and sauerkraut. Cleo, are you drunk right now? Or high? What are you saying? All right, Hawks back on the PK. Heronic fans on the shot. Oh, one dropped nicely for Elias Pettersson. Hawks clear at the length. They survive. And great stick from Crevier to poke that away from Besser. Vancouver struggles to gain the zone. Vlasic has the puck. Can he get it out, though? No, Vancouver gets on it. Jeez, Heronic is ass. This is so sloppy from Vancouver. If they get a goal off this just because we can't get it out, I'm going to be pissed. Attaboy, Tavo. Great work by Tavo along the boards. Good, good, good. It feels like we're going to win this hockey game, chat. Here's Zeev Booyam. Drop pass. Who's that? Hoglander? Jeez. This team is rough. Nice. Artie should get this out. He's getting some PK time now that Murph's gone. Good to see. This team needs to trade for Jason Robertson, but Kyle will not do shit. We just watched an interview of him saying quite the contrary, that he will be looking for that kind of stuff. We don't even know if Jason Robertson is going to be available. So, but I agree. I would love to trade for Jason Robertson. I think that would be very cool. Trade Mikheyev for McDavid and Draisaitl next season. All right. Vancouver gets it in the zone. 8 seconds left on the kill for the Hawks. Oh, did I not stop the clock? Yeah, the PK stays hot. PK stays hot despite losing Murph and Dickey. PK stays hot. All right, commercial break. 12:07 left. Both teams back to full strength. Gotta feel good about the way that period looked, honestly. Del Mastro takes the penalty. We kill it off, though. I think the Blackhawks have had the better of the chances. They've been pushing the pace. They've been creating offense. Been breaking the puck out. Granted, this Vancouver team does make it look easy. But let's get a goal. Let's get a goal. Dallas doesn't have the cap to keep him. They got to make multiple moves to keep him. But they already got his replacement, or Antonin. Bowman collecting the Hawks players like Pokemons. They have $15 million in cap space next year. Are any new contracts kicking in next season? Yeah, dude, I mean, they have $15 million, so, like, if they really wanted to keep him, they could keep him. So, I'm not buying that they don't have the cap space. I mean, he might want too much of that pie. They might want to keep him around, you know. Well, where's everyone at? So Rantanen's making 12. I mean, yeah, he's probably going to want close to 12. You know, he's worth that without question. And they might not want to give that much of the pie, you know? They might want to get him in around 10, and he might want 12. Who knows, man? Who knows? Hopefully they can't come to an agreement. Here's Bedard. Oh, toe drag! Oh my gosh, the goalie never saw it. It went just wide. Green gets pinned up against the board. Still has the puck, though. Here's Rinzel. Ah. Couldn't keep the puck going. Got boxed out by Kane. Now here he comes. Plays it around the boards. Burakovsky takes this one. Backhands it to Rinzel. Bedard for 12 is a great deal. Yeah, I would take Bedard for 12 mil in a heartbeat. I think that he could ask for like 14. Oh, no. Thank goodness he just fanned on that shot. Puck's still loose in front of the Blackhawks net. Kaiser brings it to the corner, passes it to Rinzel. Bedard gets it in deep. That gives the guy a whack. Love that. Love that, Beds. All right, Bert. Cross ice feed from Mickey. Mickey, he's got more driving the net. Shoots it himself. Oof. Save gets made. This line's been really good. This third line's been dynamite. Oh my gosh, it got a tip of the glove and then a tip of the post. Oh, what a little weasel. Yeah, attaboy, Beds. Give him that whack after the play. Attaboy. Fuck that guy. Who's John Davidson? I hear Matthew Nyes might be available. That's just technically everyone's available. The Leafs don't want to get rid of Nyes. They were just seeing if they could get a team to overpay for him. That was all. They're not trading that guy. I seriously doubt. But I think maybe you inquire. Maybe you offer like a first-round pick and a prospect. Not our first-round picks, but maybe that Edmonton first-round pick. You know? Especially if you've got 3 of them next year. Maybe you offer a second and a first and like a prospect. Korchinski, second, first. I don't know if he'd cost much more than that. Oh! Donato just got high-sticked. Bad. Good. And it gets called. Yeah. Is that his nose? Oh, no. Damn. He should have just acted like the scratch on his nose was... Anyone have any relatives in Southwest Michigan? There was a fatal tornado earlier this evening. Prayers to all the viewers in Southwest Michigan. Do the Hawks know they are playing the worst team in the league? How is it not 4-3 already? It's the NHL, man. They've looked like the better team. I remember Tony Amani was called Lone Cannon. This line can't stop drawing penalties. Yeah. RoboCop would be insane on the Hawks. Yeah, it'd be really fun. Be really nice to get J-Rob on the Blackhawks. He'd be sick on the peeper with Bedard. Play him on the second line. Give me like Oliver Moore center. J-Rob and Nazar on the wings. Second line. That'd be sick. Bedard, Green, and Frundell on the first line. That'd be sick. That'd be a dope top six. I really want to see them play Nazar and Moore on a line together, but with Moore as the center. Like, I would really like to see that. I think that would be good. Can you talk about Nazar? What do you want me to say? I talk about Nazar every single stream. He's in a slump. He's just not had a good sophomore season. Have you ever heard of the sophomore slump? That's what's happening to Frank Nazar. He's been battling injuries this year. He's just not had the same mojo as he did at the beginning of the season before his injury, and as he did last year. And I'm not tweaking. Greener playing center then, because he's a lead on the draw and shouldn't play wing. He's been great on the wing, though. He's been really good on the wing with Bedard. What's up?
I got a tattoo.
You got a tattoo. What is it?
It's an S for swag.
You're a goof. Goodbye, Justin Swag. Here's Levshinov. Teravainen now. His pass just misses Bertuzzi. He gets on the puck, though. Bert back to Artie. They already took Rinzel off this top unit, by the way. Teravainen looking Bedard backdoor. Didn't get to him. Here's Artie on the point. Down for Teravainen. Finds Nazar! Oh, man! That was a great find from Tavo. Finally, they connect with Nazar there in the slot. Not able to score. Oh, man. That was a great chance. Fuck, man. What if Frank plays like this next season too? I don't know. Like, what should we just speculate if all of our players play bad? Like, I don't know. Like, if Frank looks this bad all of next year, yeah, we're gonna start being concerned and asking questions and like. But it's not next year. You know, he's still on a rookie contract. I don't really care to, like, what if Artie never gets better? Like, yeah, that'd be a problem, you know? I don't know. Here's Burakovsky. I'm sure there were people last year saying, what if Bedard doesn't get much better than this, you know? Delayed penalty coming on the Hawks here. Nazar is Athanasiou 2.0. You're saying that 2 years into his career, his sophomore season, and you're saying he is this. You're making an absolute statement about what he is in his second year. Hasn't played a full season in the NHL yet, and you're saying he is Andreas Athanasiou. You're making that absolute statement right now. You can tell. You Philip Bear, however you say your name, you can tell. You have this big enough hockey brain that you can tell he's going to be no better than Andreas Athanasiou, and you can derive that from half a season as a rookie, and then another not complete season as a sophomore where he has 2 injuries and misses over a month. You yourself, Philip Burries 319, can tell that he's not going to be any better than Andreas Athanasiou. That's what I'm hearing? Okay, got it. Good to know. Thank you. Thank you. I'll write that down. No better than Andreas Athanasiou. You can tell, though? Well, so then next year, if he's just, like, looks the way he did at the end of last season and at the start of this year, and he's, like, back to being, like, a point per game and just lighting it up and looking the way he did at the World Championships and is just, like, super fast and getting in behind defenses and getting a breakaway every single game, and can I come and, like, can you come to the live stream and can I call you an idiot because you said he was going to be no better than Andreas Athanasiou? Do I get to do that? Alex Vlasic. Wow. Oh my gosh. Mikheyev on the doorstep, shorthanded, puts it all the way through the crease. Folks, people thought Duncan Keith sucked in his first 2 NHL seasons. Greener's more elite on the draw than Frankie. Feel like Nazar should play on the wing. Betsy's line a few games. Greener play the 2C. I think Moore should play the 2C. I think Green should stay on the wing of Bedard because he's been great. Green's been great on the wing of Bedard. Let's not take something away that's good. You can make Moore the 2C without taking Green off Bedard's wing. Stop trying to mess with a good thing. Why would we separate Ryan Green and Connor Bedard? They're like best friends and they play off each other so well. Why would we mess with that? And Ryan Green is like good enough defensively to play first line in the NHL. Why would we ever mess with that? Vancouver keeps it in. Nice stick from Mikheyev. Hawks back to full strength. Turnover by Vancouver. Hawks get on it. Puck goes back to Kaiser. Hawks can go for a change. Levshinov over to Kaiser. Passes it to Frank, who just tips it in. And they got to freeze the puck. Ozone draw for the Hawks. 5:21 left in the second. And these are not future Hofer. Okay. The Vancouver power play's hilariously bad. RPK is also amazing. So, but yeah, their power play does suck. All right, here's Renzel carrying the puck out to Grizzlick, over to Moore. Let's watch Moore cook. Oh, gosh, his pass ricocheted off a Blackhawks skate. Gets out of the zone. Now here's Moore. Oh, what a move. Oliver Moore, man! Second line center! The idea that we've had this kid on wing is a fucking joke. He looks so good. Gosh, he has been getting better and better. I just want to see more Oliver Moore. Keep playing this Oliver Moore line, please. He's been so dangerous. He's been the second most dangerous player on the ice tonight for the Blackhawks. Icing. Gosh. Give me more Oliver Moore. Come on. More. Somebody please score? Bro, there were 5 goals in the first period. The league average for goals in a game is like 5.5. We're already there. The best on the night of my life. And I'll be feeling alright. I love when the organ plays. I love when they play organ renditions of pop songs. Nice keep by Greener. To Bedard, one-timer. Oh, his shot gets blocked. It hurt somebody. Move quick, Artie. Oh, my gosh. He had that pass to Bedard and hesitated and then made the pass, and it got intercepted. Nice work by Green to dig that puck out. Here's Burakovsky. Nice. It comes to Bedard. Oh, my goodness, he can't buy a goal off the pipe. Connor Bedard on the one-timer, man. Fuck, and I haven't had this clock started the entire time. My goodness. Here's Bedsy. Oh, he wipes out. Still throws the puck across for Green. Burakovsky. Oh, tried to find Beds. Gosh, this line's been good too. That top line's been good too. Here's Donnie. His pass misses Nazar. This line's not been great. This Nazar, Donato, Tavo line. Oh my gosh. Man. Can we just keep rolling the Bedard and the Moore lines, please? Just tire these guys out. Overplay the fuck out of those two lines. I don't care. The other two lines have not been very fun to watch. All right. D-zone draw for Frankie. All right. Crevier comes up with the puck. Tavo off the glass. Gets it out. Nazar gets onto it. Oh, and Donato couldn't handle the pass. That would have been a grade A chance if he was able to slow that pass down. Bummer. Nice eye hand by Frankie. Tavo tries to chip it in. He needed to get that puck in deep. Now these guys are tired and going back into their own zone. Kaiser, what a dog. Great play. Get this out now. Now Tavo can't complete a pass. That's bad play from Tavo. Back-to-back plays there in the neutral zone. I want that known. If this leads to a goal, I want that known that that was not good enough from Teuvo Teravainen. Just tired and lazy. Pass the puck to a defenseman. My goodness, get off the ice. Here's Rinzel. These guys got to get the fuck to the bench. Elias Pettersson, number 25, dumps it in. Gosh, how do the Vancouver announcers do this? There's fucking 3 Petterssons out there, man. And 2 of them are Elias. What a nightmare. Elias Pettersson, do they refer to them by, like, their hometowns? Do they refer to them by, like, their favorite colors or something? Oh, Sam Rinsell just ate a shot, and he is down in a heap. But here's Oliver Moore pushing the pace. What a pass. Mangiapane, fucking hot potato, bubbling the puck. Man, Oliver Moore's been so good. Quinn Hughes has been invisible tonight. Oh, my gosh. Bert just got taken down. Mickey spins. Gets to the puck. Nice pass. Vlasic lets one go. They score. Frankie Nazar scores a goal. Everyone can stop complaining. 91 is on the board. Boom. That's what all you get for fucking whining and bitching and moaning. Boom. Frankie ties the game up for the Chicago Blackhawks. Let's go. And Sam Rinzel taking one for the team, eating that. Jeez, man. It's like he got shot. Great tip, Frankie. Fired up. Let's go. He needed that. Let's go! Up, up, up. Boom. Here's Green. Oh, gets out. Hawks have to touch up. Franked. They got franked. Soderblom behind his net. Plays it high off the glass. Vancouver keeps it in, though. Attaboy, Vlass. Just use that body. Don't even play the puck. Just use that frame. Shot comes in. Soderblom makes the save. Oh, no. And they run out of time. Nice. Boom. Hawks tie it up. Going into the third. All level. Let's go, chat. I love me some Frank. Kid needed that bad. Frank. Franked. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's big. That's big. All right. We get to listen to our... Man, my chair's stuck. All right. I'll be right back. I got to go to the bathroom, and then we're back to Kyle Davidson presser. All right? I'll be back in a sec. All right. No, that's not the way. Do you know the way? All right. Yeah, Nazar's looked good the past couple games. He might be back. Frankie might be back. If he can finish this final 20 games really strong, no one's gonna think about this year. Everyone's gonna be like, oh wait, we've got a dog.
Obviously, a lot of guys from college. Do you envision that possibility? Do you see Sasha Boisvert coming over, or if Rondel's season ends early enough, could he play in the NHL this season?
Yeah, they could. Again, these are conversations that we're going to have once their seasons are done. We don't want to wish an early end to any of their seasons. We hope they have a ton of success wherever they are. We want, with our prospects, we're always telling them, like, just be where your feet are and have as much success as you can in those spots. But it's certainly conversations we'll have when they do finish up, and then we'll see what direction they want to go. We don't normally set those things up in advance unless it's very time sensitive. Example like a Ryan Green last year, we had 2 games left, I think, when his season ended, so he had to act very quickly. So it had to be a bit of prep work in advance. But it's we try and just leave the player to play, and then when the season's done, we have those conversations with them at that time. And so a little too early to say, but I think it'd be disingenuous to say we won't have those conversations with those players when the time comes.
You got the 2 deals with Edmonton done earlier than last minute. Were you intentionally trying to get in front of?
OT is going to be like as long as this clock is right here. It's like you got like 14 minutes.
Things and be a little bit early, or was it just the right timing for both sides?
Yeah, a little bit of the right timing. I'm also someone that in my preparation in the lead up for something like this, I like to know what I want. I like to know what my my thresholds are and where.
Now I know what I want. Now I know what I want. Now I know what I want. Now I do what I want.
My my line is on when I will do it.
Sorry.
deal, when I won't do a deal, when I'll wait and when I'll act. And so both certainly, we got what we wanted, and, I guess, you always try and reevaluate, like, could we have held off longer and got a little bit more? Maybe not. Maybe that all goes away. I don't know. But, we go into every conversation understanding what we want, knowing what we want to get out of it. And if that is met, then we'll do it. And if it's earlier, great. If we have to wait on that and we get it later, then that works too. But I'm of the belief that, if there's something to act on, you act on it. And especially, the other thing too is there's a personal component here where with Murph and Dickie, I wanted to give them an opportunity, and the last thing I would want is to, hold out for a little something more, like this little bit more, and it dry up and they don't get to experience something like that. Not that they asked to go out or anything, but in exploring the market, this was a great opportunity for both of them, and so it was something I didn't want to wait around and have dry up. It necessitated action, and so we took it.
Attaboy.
But I'm not big on waiting to wait. If that sets the market, that sets the market.
Say what you will about Kyle Davidson. He's a decent-looking guy.
For better or worse, but I'd rather
short, but good-looking.
Get a deal done with a return.
Nice hair. Good hair. He's got good hair.
That I'm satisfied with ahead of time, then sweat it out and not either it goes sideways and you.
Yeah, he was on there. He's been doing stuff for Sportsnet. He was with Biz and Bieksa and which is so funny. I need to watch more of that like later. Just Versteegen, Bieksa being on the panel together with you're a cute. Oh, thank you. With Elliot Friedge and with Friedman and Bukauskas. Pretty sick panel. I need to watch more of that show later.
To lose something or you just wait for the sake of waiting. I don't necessarily believe in that either. So.
With a guy like Ilya Mikheyev and him also being an unrestricted free agent this summer.
Listen up, chat. Mickey talk.
Was it a matter of that package that you wanted to get back wasn't met, or was there some maybe reluctance to completely strip the...
Can I answer this question for him? He's probably not going to say this, but for them to get anything back for Ilya Mikheyev, they were going to need to retain on his contract. They traded Murphy and Dickinson and retained on both of those contracts. And since they're still retaining on the Seth Jones contract, they are out of retention slots after the Murphy and Dickey trades. So after those trades happen, you can't retain on that salary. No true contender is going to want to offer anything sizable for Ilya Mikheyev if they have to pay him over $4 million.
All the free agents out.
Yeah, probably probably a little bit of both. I think Mickey is someone that I want to keep Mickey around. I want to keep him around. I really like what he brings to the team. We really appreciate him organizationally. I think he plays a big.
Kyle, if you give him a 4-year contract, I was about to make a threat, and I'm not going to do that.
Role for us. Not that anyone else didn't, but I think he's a player we really liked having around, and we like having as a Blackhawk. And so, if someone was going to approach us, they had to make it worth our while and compel us to act, and that certainly didn't happen. Frankly, I'm glad I didn't have to make a tough decision there, because I like having Mickey as a Blackhawk. He's
Sorry,
he's a good
Frankie's
guy,
getting interviewed.
Good family, and we value him a lot. So we're
Good family.
We're happy to have him
This Ilya Mikheyev, great family.
around through,
That was like a compliment Donald Trump would make. He's a great guy, great family. It's like, okay, what does that have to...
the end of the season, and then we'll see if there's anything there beyond that. But I think our intention is to get with his representation and try and see if there's something there. But that's where the business takes over, and we'll see where that goes. But that would be our intent is to play out the year, and then we'll see where the future goes. There's nothing new on that front. It's just someone that we would like to bring back because we do appreciate him. But that's the business side that we'll tackle in the future. So
If it's going to be a 3-year contract, I'm going to have to accept it. But just know, when Ilya Mikheyev is getting healthy scratched next year or the year after, I don't want to come on here and say I told you so, but I will. I will come on here and say I told you so when he's getting healthy scratched in 2 years. I will do it.
After the Connor Murphy trade, I think there was a lot of assumption.
When they're trying to move him at a deadline over the next 2 years, I'm going to say I told you so.
And that it was going to create an opportunity for Kevin Korchinski. Yesterday, he was sent down.
Yes. Korch question. Everyone listen up again. Good questions. I think this is Super Mario. For my Canadian viewers, it's Mario, but for my Canadian viewers, it's Mario from CHGO. Listen to Mario's question.
2 games. Where
about
does
Korch.
he stand with the organization right now, and what can you say about maybe his future fit with the team?
yeah, no, well, look, Kevin's a 21-year-old defenseman that I think
Is kind of ass.
is, if you ask me if he's going to benefit more from, popping into the lineup here or playing big minutes in Rockford, it would be playing big minutes in Rockford. And so that's where we see his development best served right now. And so that's why we did it. I think we also want to
We got him up here for a couple of games. He played 3.5 shifts and, hurt his confidence a little bit and then sent him back down. So we think that's what's best for him right now.
look at Ethan here. He's certainly got a lot less NHL experience than Kevin has, but I think we need to get Kevin minutes and keep getting him minutes because we have seen some really nice strides and we want to keep that positive momentum going into the off season. But we're big fans of Kevin. He's got a ton of upside, a ton of ability. He's still raw. He's still getting into the pro game and learning through that process and that development process. But he's someone that we really like. We have a lot of time for. And again,
Devils aren't taking that trade. Simone Nemec for Kevin Korchinski. What does that do for the Devils? Kevin Korchinski is the opposite of what the Devils need.
going to Rockford is not a punishment, and it's a opportunity to keep growing your game and be ready when the opportunity arises. And that's what we expect of him. That's what we expect of all the young players in Rockford, is that they're staying ready. They're committing themselves to their development and making the most of their time with the Ice Hogs, because it's time well spent. And we've got eyes on them every single day. Watch every single one of their games, so it's not like they go down there into a black hole they're never seen. We've got hands on and eyes on them all the time, watching and making sure that they're taking the right steps, and we believe he has this year, and want him to keep taking that positive step, but we also don't want just bodies hanging around here too. So if there's development left to be served, then you go to Rockford and keep working on the development. That's easy.
Translation, he's going back down because he's not good enough yet to crack the NHL lineup. We don't know what the timeline is on that. He's just not good enough yet. So he's going back down to Rockford. There you go.
Can do.
On that note, with Lev Shinov, he's certainly had some ups and downs since we last talked to you. How would you evaluate his season overall, and more recently, how would you evaluate how he's responded to that removal from the lineup for a bit there before the break?
Yeah, I think when you do something like we did with Artie, where we took him out for a number of games, almost had like a pseudo training camp with him, and that can go one of two ways. They can embrace that, they can dig in, or they can pull back and maybe either feel bad for themselves or feel frustrated. And Artie dug in. He went full throttle into the development opportunity that was presented, did everything we asked him. He went back to Florida, and I know he did a lot of grinding over the break in Florida and came back. And I thought the game in Utah was one of his stronger games that we've seen. And so, again, there's a level of volatility with young players, especially young players in the NHL, where sometimes you lose that confidence or you lose that mojo a little bit, and it's hard to get that back. And so it's our job to figure out what's best to get that back. Sometimes that's Rockford, sometimes that's just sitting out in the NHL and with a little breather. And with Artie, I think we determined that in his case it was best served here in the NHL with our coaches, with the development staff up here, and I believe he's responded very well. Now, there's the ebbs and flows you get with young defensemen, in particular with young players in general. It's not always a linear upward trajectory. Sometimes there's little dips, but you hope that in the aggregate, it's there are gains there that are being made, and I feel there certainly have been, both from.
He has, and Artie's looked better since coming back from the break. Yes. There was that one really bad game, but the last few have been really solid from Artie.
From a defensive physicality standpoint, his puck movement, just comfort level on the ice, I think coming out of the break, he just looks a lot more settled. Some of that is experience, some of that is a little time out, frankly, from a long grinding season. But I'm really excited about the way Artie's trended, and certainly when you look where he was a couple of years ago to where he was a year from now, or a year back from now to this point, I think it's constant improvement, constant upward trajectory, or maybe not constant upward trajectory, but in general, it's the arrow's definitely pointed up, and so we're really excited about that, and we think the sky's the limit for this kid. So.
With Bedard, has there been any recent contract talks, or do you expect that to be end of the season?
How many times can these guys fucking say the Bedard contract's gonna happen in the summer? Oh my God, are these who's asking these fucking questions, man? Holy shit, this is what we're wasting our time. This general manager does media availability once every fucking lunar solstice. All right, he does a press conference on leap year, and we're asking him, it's the Bedard. Yeah, dude, they're going to do the Bedard contract with fucking 10 games left. They've said it's happening in the summer 20 fucking times.
Conversation at this point.
Yeah, we'll handle that after the end of the season.
The end of last season changed sort of the feeling of the whole year, where it was just so positive and the younger players have played so well. Over these last 21 games, is there anything you'd like to see, or anything that I guess can give that similar vibe for where you guys might not make the playoffs again?
Yeah, I think again, it's funny, right? It's nice that we ended that period, with some positivity, and that's certainly great. And I think that went into the off season at a
all right, Mr. KD, I'm putting you back in the pocket, back in our back pocket. It's third period of hockey time. Reset that. Nice, I actually did it right this time. We are underway in the third period. Bleep. Bleep. Oh, Burakovsky just got leveled. All right, here's Wyatt Kaiser. Over to Ryan Green. Back to Kais. Carries the puck. Chips it in for Burakovsky to get onto. Bless me. Thank you. Good work by Crevier along the wall. Here's Burakovsky behind the net. Oh, didn't have Bedard there. Here's Green. Nice. Flips it into Bedard. Bedard's got some space here. Shoots! Oh, my gosh. It just hit a Vancouver. It hit Hronek in the face, I think, after that blocker save. Jeez, man. Beds gets his looks, man. That was a good pass from Ryan Green. Those two are so sick. They're so fun to watch. That Ryan Green and that Connor Bedard. Oh, Donato just stepped on a banana peel. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Vancouver gains the line. Nice stick from Big Boy Vlas. Oh, no. Vancouver gets around him, though. Nice play by Levshinov to kind of get his stick down on the ice and cut off the angle for a second there. Oh, no. Thank goodness he fanned on the pass. And I think we're going back to the PK. On Vlasic. Oh boy. That's not good. No Vlasic or Murphy on this penalty kill. Damn. Oh, it hit the stick. Bedard labeled that thing and it hit the shaft of the goalie's stick. Damn. Vancouver wins the draw. Here's Petey. Back to the point for Hronek. Oh, no. How did that stay out? Elias Pettersson had the entire net wide open, Nathan McKinnon style, and put it into Wyatt Kaiser's skate. Can't believe that wasn't a goal. Arvid Soderblom was 4 yards outside of his crease. Oh my gosh, Vancouver, what are they doing? Nice work by Kaiser there. Passes it over to Tavo. Tavo gets it back. Oh, his shot hits a stick. Vancouver's going the other way now. They've got numbers. Nice stick from Grzelcyk. Oh my gosh, Arvid Soderblom. What the fuck? This puck just crawled to Arvid Soderblom, and he just awkwardly hits it with his stick, and it bounces up in the air for Brock Besser to go like fucking T-ball. Just comes in and bats that thing into the net. Arvid Soderblom with a head scratcher there. That one is on him, man. Oh my gosh. What are you doing? It climbs off his stick like fucking, what are those little skateboards that you use 2 fingers on? Tech decks. Fucking tech deck off Arvid Soderblom's stick. Holy shit, this guy's bad. Gosh, we're going to have to score. This is what I'm telling you, chat. This is how it's going to be. We're going to have to score 5+ goals a game to win over these last 20. My goodness. Hello to my coworkers, by the way, that are watching. Hi, Megan. Pour soda. All right, here's Oliver Moore. Passes it over to, I can't tell who that is, Mangiapane. Oh, fakes the blast. Oliver Moore's looked sick today. Protects the puck well. Back to the point, Del Mastro. Couple of head fakes from him. Here's Grzelcyk. Bertuzzi behind the net. Nice pass, Moore! Oh, a second chance. Doesn't get anything on it. Man, they have been sick. Holy cow. Oliver Moore with a great chance there. That would have been awesome. Nice. Here's Green. It was a good play from Burakovsky along the wall there, you know. Del Mastro, good keep. To Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk finds Bedard. Oh! Puck gets frozen. Man, these two lines, these top 2 lines, this Moore line and this Bedard line have been cooking tonight, man. They have been fun to watch. Hits Hronik's. Oh, it didn't even touch Bedard. It was Hronik's skate. This team is shitting. This team is shitting the bed? What are you talking about? That was a terrible error from Arvid Soderblom. How does this have anything to do with the team? They've scored 3 goals and still have 16 minutes left. Why are you blaming the whole team right now? Why are you so negative? Bedsy can't finish. It hit Hronik's skate. It wasn't Bedard. He had a snipe a couple minutes ago that hit the shaft of the goalie's stick. It's on Luckers. Nice defending there. Grzelcyk. Oh, Grzelcyk. Brutal turnover. Soderblom makes the save. That was a head scratcher from Grzelcyk there. Sloppy passing from Vancouver. Burakovsky just got finessed there. Got his stick lifted. Nice. Puck squirts through. Gets out of the zone. Hawks go for a change. All right, Vancouver through the neutral zone. Dump it in. Soderblom can't slow that puck down. Crevier shields it. Tries to move it up the wall. Can't get it out, though. Nice. Vancouver's missed shot goes all the way back into their own zone. Get Mangiapane out there to pot one? Yeah. When Chicago needs him most, where is Mangiapane? He's out there. Moore getting the double shift here with Slaggert and Mangiapane. Let's see if they can get the puck out. They haven't had possession this entire shift. Mangiapane just has to dump it. Hawks go for a change. Let's see if we can get on this puck here. Vancouver's had possession for the past minute or so. Nice. Vancouver ices it. Ozone draw here. Mangiapane. Vancouver gains the line. Oh no, Sam Rinsell wipes out. Gets back up onto his feet. No trip there. That guy stepped on a banana peel. Thank you. Bedard carries. His pass hits a stick. Nice. He battles through. Can he get back on it? Vancouver just has to clear it. Hawks going to keep possession. Rinsell retreats to grab the puck. Here he is, Sam Rinsell. Through the neutral zone. Dumps it in. Bedard makes a nice play off the wall. Oh, but then couldn't make the pass. He got tripped up there a little bit. That would have been sick. Here's Vlasic. Donato dumps it in deep. Oh, nice. Vlasic's got that long-ass reach. He just carries it out of the zone, maintains possession. Good work by Del Mastro to get on that puck. Hard rims it for Tavo. Tavo takes a hit. Protects the puck. Nazar back to Del Mastro. Del Mastro shot gets through. It takes a deflection off Donato's stick. Vancouver lifts it out. None of these guys know where the puck is. Good work by Del Mastro there. Physical play. Puck hits the broken stick. Here's Tavo. Grzelcyk dumps it. Hawks on the forecheck. Uh-oh. Levshinov kept the guy in front of him. Hit Soderblom. Exploded off Soderblom's pad. Levshinov throws one to the corner. Intelligently. Kaiser makes a nice move. Shoots. Goes wide. Oh, Artie, what was that? What's he doing this for along the fucking wall? Bluger's shot completely goes wide. Nice hit from Morsey. Kaiser backhands one over for Bertuzzi. Hawks can settle it down and go for a change here. Artie's just going to take the puck behind the net. Delmaster is already playing better than Korch has in the NHL. Yeah. He's gotten better as this game has gone along for sure. Here's Elias Pettersson. Good work by Sam Rinzel there. Oh, Bedsy couldn't slow down the pass. That would have been awesome from Rinzel. Rinzel's been really good breaking the puck out today. Skating out of pressure and also like making pretty good passes. Vancouver dumps it. Oliver Moore to Rinzel. Oh, Slaggert couldn't get it back to Moore. Jeez, man, Soderblom's just not been able to hold on to anything. He feels like so shaky. Everything that like every shot, no matter how hard it is just exploding off of him. The rebound control has just not been there. Wow, Crevier can wheel, man. His shot gets blocked, though. Vancouver clears it back out. We're going to break through. We're going to get one here, chat. It's been all us. This ice is slanted in the direction of the Vancouver net. Here's Teravainen through the neutral zone. Oh, couldn't find Nazar. Puck deflects out of play. We're breaking through, chat. I'm going to live bet us to win this game, I think. I'm going to put a few bucks in the FanDuel account. I think we win this hockey game. Well, I don't know what happens in overtime. I just know we get an equalizer. I feel it in my bones. Can I get a text, please? You haven't resent my code, FanDuel. I'm still waiting on it. Still waiting on the code. Man, FanDuel doesn't want me to use their application. We're scoring a goal, chat. You guys don't have to ride with me. I can't get into the fucking FanDuel app. I'm starting to get tilted. Yeah, we're like plus 320. Finally, they send me a code. My goodness. Oh my gosh, now they're sending me 80 in a row. Holy shit, this app is so shit. FanDuel, fix your shit. Plus 350. Plus 350. Took it live. Grizzlick! Oh, his shot goes just wide. I haven't bet on this team in forever. I don't know how we don't break through here. We're getting so much pressure. Oh, Nazar! Tried to bat that out of the air. That would have been sick. Vancouver gets it out. Grizzly gets on it. Bedard back over the boards for the Hawks. Vancouver giving us so much space. Here's Burakovsky. Does well. Finds Rinzel. Rinzel shoots! I don't mind him shooting. I think he had Bedard open, but it's okay. I don't mind him shooting the puck. Artie's 20? Yeah, he's 20. He got drafted last year. He's a youngin'. Ozone face-off. Ah, Bedard loses it. Bummer. We just can't win these draws. Vancouver chips it in. Oh, Bedard. Oh, that was so gross, man. Attaboy, Rinzi. Rims it. Burakovsky can't quite get there. Good keep by Green. Burakovsky now back to the point. Rinzel shoots. Puck's still there. Oh. Vancouver survives again. Vancouver dumps it in. Up the wall. Mickey. Nice pass. Donato! Oh! Here's Donnie behind the net. Doesn't really have any space. Can he get the pass? Nice. He gets it to Crevier. Here's more. More! Oh, he was going 5-hole. Crevier. Donato in the corner. This line's been so good tonight, man. Oliver Moore breaks free. Oliver Moore, how good has he looked? Shot comes in. Damn. Vancouver blocks it. Holy shit, Oliver Moore is a man possessed today. He is getting so good. I want to keep seeing Moore playing with this confidence, man. And playing center. Vancouver dumps it. Rinzel goes to retrieve. Passes to Nazar. Oh, his pass to Bertuzzi got tipped. Bert's got to tag up. Vancouver dumps it in. Kaiser gets there first. Wow, his speed is insane. Here's Rinzel. Oh, throws it to a dangerous area. Gets taken off the stick of Bertuzzi. Oh my gosh. Puck's still alive. Kaiser skates it out. Nice. Kaiser gets it back into the neutral zone. Gets it over to Frankie. Kicks the stick. Back to Kaiser. Back to Frank now. Good. Finds Green. Oh, fuck. Save is made. Damn. Oh my goodness. We're peppering this guy. We are putting the pressure on. It has been all Blackhawks. Can we please get one? Can we please get one, chat? What do you guys think? Are we getting an equalizer or no? Is it just not in the cards for us? Can we score again, please? So many chances, nothing to show. Gonna have to win draws if he's our 1C. Maybe put him on the wing and let a true C on that line take the draws. I think we're worried a little too much about Connor Bedard's face-off percentage. I'm not really too worried about it. But if you want to freak out about it, I don't think they're going to put him on the wing. I think he was 50% before the injury. Yeah, I think it's. I think people are just like people just like to be like upset and like freaked out. Oh, Bedard in the draw. It's like, really? Of all the things going on right now with this team, we're worried about Connor Bedard's faceoff percentage. I guess it's kind of just like how people were like clamoring for Laurent Brossoit to like come up onto the team and replace Arvid Soderblom earlier in the year. It's like, okay, if this nothing burger of a discussion point is what we want to harp on, I guess we can. Not if they pull the goalie. Can't remember the last time they scored 6v5. Yeah, maybe, but maybe Vancouver's the team they finally break through on. Did Kendall Coyne actually outskate most of the pros last year? What? I don't know. I don't know if that's true. He's 46% this year. It's not even that bad. Renzel, his shot from the point gets tipped wide. Renzel backhands one over to Kaiser. Finds Green, who gets his stick lifted in the neutral zone before he can make a pass. Vancouver just chips it into the Blackhawks zone. Kaiser. Gosh, those two have been breaking the puck out so well for us, Kaiser and Renzel. They can both skate so well. Vancouver dumps it again. Oh, Grizzlick's pass, miscues. Doesn't find Burakovsky there. Mangiapane, this will probably be the last shift for this fourth line. Mangiapane gets checked into the boards. Can't get it free of Slaggert. Here's Oliver Moore. Oh, what a move from Moore. Oh, he bobbles the puck, though. Grizzlick keeps it in. Here's Mangiapane behind the net. Oh, Mangiapane! Oh! Yes! They say no goal? How? They're celebrating anyway. Andrew Mangiapane could he be the hero in his first game as a Blackhawk? How are they waving this off? Surely not. We've already had one brutal disallowed goal against Vancouver at home this season. Let's not have another. A kicking motion. Fuck, he kicked it. Oh, he did. Bummer. How did Mangiapane? Oh my gosh, it hit a fucking stick. You can't make that up. Oh, you can't make that up. What a bummer. Oh no. No, he did kick that. That's not a goal. I can't believe he didn't score that goal, though. The goalie was down, and he hit a stick in front. It was wide open. You could have been a hero in your first game, Manji. That would have been so sick. I would have been tweeting at Oilers fans. I would have been like at Edmonton. I would have had a field day on Twitter. Thank you so much, Edmonton. This guy's fantastic. Why would you guys... Andrew Mangiapane's not a player you trade. Chat, Mangiapane's not a player you trade. That's what I would have been saying. If Mangiapane starts playing well and like contributing, we need to start saying that on Twitter. Mangiapane is not a player you trade. A Mangiapane anytime goal would have been 70. Bedsy could have a Hattie if he did some target practice. What? What do you mean if he did some... what are you talking about? What do you mean if he did some target practice? You cannot be serious right now putting this on. You're not going to score on every single shot, bruh. Sometimes goalies make saves. Dude, Oliver Moore has been fantastic every single time he's on the puck tonight. He has been dynamite. So it hit the goalie's pad. What's the terrible angle on the first shot on the replay there? Could we have seen it from the front, please? Damn, so he just didn't, Mangiapane just didn't elevate that. Brutal. All right, Vlasic. Nazar pokes it off the wall. Vancouver dumps it right back in. They have to tag up, though. Oh, Vlasic taking a little too long there. Jeez. Get there, Frank. Nice. Nazar passes it to Tavo, who dumps it into the corner. Vancouver gets it out. Kaiser skates back to retrieve the puck for the Hawks. Leaves it for Rinzel. He's got the pass back to Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser's so fast, making guys fall. Plays it off the back wall. Bertuzzi, can he get there? He's so slow. Rinzel does well to keep that in. What a pass. No, you had Burakovsky. Here's Bedard. Nice move. Gets it over to Burakovsky. Back to the point. Rinzel. Shot hits traffic. Damn. Oh, Vancouver gets it out again. 3:30 left. Come on, boys. Bedard cuts away from pressure. Wow, nice move. Great move from Bedard. Gets into the zone. Oh, loses the puck, though. Vancouver ices it. What was that? Boneheaded play there. Dumbass. Put the Moore line out right now. 3:13. Ozone draw here. If they lose this, that's super disappointing. I'm not going to lie. I'm not getting super disappointed off a loss. I'm not doing that for the rest of the year. It's good. It's okay. Higher pick, chat. Higher pick. It's the silver lining. Here's Donato. Oh, Crevier didn't get anything on that shot. I don't know if it wasn't in his wheelhouse or if he just missed. Donato dumps it. Crevier passes it back for Donato. Got out of the zone. Good back check from Moore there. Moore's been so fucking good, man. Hawks go for a change. 2:35 left. Starting to near pulling the goalie time here. Here's Crevier to Nazar. Nazar plays it in the corner for Bedsy to chase onto. Gets all the way over for Burakovsky. Vancouver gets it out again. 2:13 now. Puck all the way back for Levshinov. Levshinov carrying. Plays it off the wall. Teravainen doesn't have any help. Here's Artie over to Grizzlick. Settles the puck down. Hawks pulling the goalie. Bedard gets the puck. Dumps it in. Tavo's going to get there first. Why is he trying to leave that? Tavo, don't leave that puck there. Icing. Nice. Big ozone draw here. With the goalie pulled. Yeah, he's been great on both sides of the puck, Oliver Moore. He's been great on the back checking. Recovering, and then every time he's had the puck, man, he's just cutting in and out, keeping guys guessing. The head and body fakes. His passing's just been on tonight. These seam passes across the zone. He's been fun to watch. That girl behind the bench nodding as Jeff Blashill was talking to Pekka. It's funny. Would be nice to have Foligno for this draw. I don't. Stop. We cannot be getting sentimental over Nick Foligno taking a face-off. Yeah, it'd be nice to have him out there for the draw. And then he'd lose it. I don't even think Fliggy's face-off percentage was that good, was it? Or he'd win the draw and then he wouldn't even, like... He wouldn't even be able to get to the net because he was so slow. No, Fliggy's face-off percentage was good. But... Win the straw. Let a young kid win the straw. Come on. Come on, Frankie. Just drop the puck, Stripes. Nice. Hawks win it. Attaboy, Frankie. Tie your guy up. Here's Tavo. He tried doing a saucer pass back to Artie. What the fuck was... Tavo Teravainen, what the fuck was that? Even if that pass got through the stick, how was Artie supposed to settle that down at the blue line? Did you guys see that? He tried fucking saucering it back to him. What the fuck? What was that? Just... Oh, here, Artie. Here's a grenade. What the fuck, 86? The hell was that? Oh my gosh, Lev too? What the fuck is Lev supposed to do there? The pass didn't even get to him. Oh my gosh. Fucking Tavo. So bad. It was rough for Artie. What the fuck is... What, guys, what is Artem Levshinov supposed to do there? Take the guy out? Like, tackle the guy? What are you guys talking about? Artie's fault. What are we on? What was that pass? Fucking brutal. Oh, well. Moore looked sick. First line was sick. Arvid Soderblom's ass. Teuvo Teravainen with a dumbass play. That wasn't on Artie. It was a dog shit pass. Vancouver's first road win since December. I mean, to be expected. Soderblom didn't really... If Spencer Knight's in net, the Blackhawks win this game. We dominated. You know? Like, we had so many more chances. Soderblom doesn't give up that fucking fourth goal. This is a different hockey game. Just a bummer. But it's okay. We're in tank mode now. We're down to the bottom 3 now. So like we have really good chance of getting either a McKenna or and Vancouver scores on another empty net. We're having a really good chance of getting McKenna or Stenberg. So I'm not tweaking about it. It's just fucking like that shit from that pass from Teuvo just pissed me off. And then Arvid Soderblom on that fourth goal was absolutely shocking. Never really gave his team a chance to win the game tonight. Arvid Soderblom. And also just like, quite frankly, super unfortunate that first line wasn't able to score tonight. They had so many chances. Bedard just couldn't buy a goal tonight. And then great to see fucking Oliver Moore. Great to see the way Oliver Moore played. Too many positives in this game way too many positives in this game to be freaking out, chat. I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. Way too many positives. Do you want McKenna or Stenberg? I feel the sweetest to play. Yeah. I think they will take Stenberg. I think they will. Part of me just wants McKenna just because like I feel like his ceiling is probably the highest. But Stenberg's floor is higher. You know, Stenberg has the higher floor. McKenna has the higher ceiling. I think both are going to be great. I think both are going to be stars. The quicker this organization realizes Levshunov is a bust, the quicker the rebuild will advance. It already had a good game tonight. What are we talking about? What are we talking about Levshunov for? Already played well tonight. Moore looked sensational. Brad, Moore looked awesome. A Nazar 2-point night wasted because the refs are ass and Bedard can't hit the back of the net. All right. What are you doing? Bedard can't hit the back of the net? Are we blaming the kid who's responsible for half of our team's offense right now? He's a little unlucky with the shots, and we're blaming him right now? What are we doing? What are we doing? Bedard can't hit the back of the net. Just practice for the real season next year. You're already assuming the Hawks get a top 2 pick. I'm not assuming they get a top 2 pick. I'm just talking about. God damn, bro. I'm just saying. Like, it's a reasonable conversation to have. McKenna or Stenberg. Why is that? Like, we just lost to the team in the bottom of the league. We're third from the bottom. We have the third best odds of getting them. We're fourth from the bottom. Can St. Louis fucking win a hockey game? My God. I hope Rasmus Anderson goes to free agency. What? Rasmus Anderson? We're doing Rasmus Anderson talk? Bro, I swear some of these already hate comments got to be bots. I mean, yeah, they come into the stream at the end of the game just to try to, like, rage bait. I'm so effing pissed at this loss. Why are we pulling the goalie after the first empty net? Keep going for it. Like, what else do you have to lose? You're down 2 goals. What's the difference between... Hey, Blues, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to keep an eye on that game. Blues are currently up 1-0 on the Sharks. That would be a perfect... I'd rather the Blues beat the Sharks than the Hawks beat the Canucks tonight. Blues beating Sharks is, like, my perfect result for tonight. Any other bottom feeders playing? Calgary, no Calgary games tonight. Okay. All right. Just want our boys back in the playoffs. Well, it's not happening this year, so no need to get upset. No need to, like, cry and freak out after the losses for the rest of the season. They're not making the playoffs this year. We're going to get a really high pick. Frundell is going to be on the team next year. Kansarov's going to be on the team next year. Lardis is going to be on the team next year. Oliver Moore looking like a stud, man. How well were Sam Rinzel and Wyatt Kaiser skating out of pressure today? How well were they skating out of pressure today? Guys, if Spencer Knight's in the net, the Hawks probably win this game. So maybe it was a good thing Spencer Knight wasn't in the net, you know? It was... Like, I'm not going to let the negative comments in this chat right now, like, deter my, like, change my mind on this game. This was a very positive game to watch. There were so many positives in this game. Frank Nazar gets the goal. Oliver Moore is looking like a stud. Like, if this is our third-line center in Oliver Moore, we are cooking something here, okay? Bedard just... unlucky tonight, couldn't score, hit the shaft of the stick, hit the post on one, had a sick move, forehand, backhand, beat the goalie, just put it right over the bar. Bedard could have had 5 goals tonight. I'm not letting anyone. I'm not, like, this is a perfect, and you lose? That was a fun game to watch, and we lose to the team at the bottom of the league. Like, that is perfect. I'm not letting anybody fucking make me upset about that hockey game. I love Wyatt Kaiser. I've been loving his game since the beginning of the season. He's one of my favorite defensemen. He's awesome. I think that's my next jersey that I want. He is so fun to watch. He's just so fast. He's a wet blanket in his own end. And then you can just put the puck in front of him, and he's just going to skate onto it because he's so fast. McKenna or Stenberg. I saw McKenna for the Bedard connection and the fighting. Yeah, but Stenberg for the Frundell connection, you know? We can't act like it's only the McKenna narrative. Like, yes, McKenna is he's a diehard. He grew up a diehard Blackhawks fan, and he's Bedard's like eighth cousin. But Frundell and Stenberg do play great together. They just won a gold medal at the World Juniors together. They're beast. We dodged a bullet with Kaiser's health. Yeah. I think some Kaiser jerseys need to be purchased. Frundell, Bedard, Stenberg. Bring at least 4 cups. Sign me up. Then we sign Frundell, Bedard, Stenberg. We sign Jason Robertson. Oliver Moore's a stud. Frank Nazar, Oliver Moore, Jason Robertson on a line. I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. Davidson talked about finishing 10 to 15 places higher. I think maybe he said 10 to 15 points higher. I don't know about 10 to 15 places higher than where they finished is in the playoffs comfortably. You do realize that, right, buddy? 10 to 15 places higher than third from the bottom or whatever they were last year is you're in the playoffs. What are you talking about? 10 cups. We draft Vigo Bjork too. I don't just to keep all the Swedes together. Vigo Bjork. I don't know if Vigo Bjork is a risk that I don't know if I'm willing to take. Oh, but Bedard missed 10 games, and that's half an NHL season because this is the NFL. What? Tom Klasky, it sounds like you're really upset, man. It sounds like you're really upset. Are you a Blackhawks fan? If you're a Blackhawks fan, I don't know why you're getting so angry right now. Like, my brother in Christ, your favorite team has Connor Bedard. Literally, why could you be that upset? Your favorite team has a 21-year-old Connor Bedard. It gets so much worse than that. Like, it doesn't get much better than having a 21-year-old Connor Bedard still on his entry-level deal. Like, bro, we are about to lock Connor Bedard up for fucking 7 years. We have more draft capital than anybody. We've got more cap space than anybody. Even if none of these picks that we are waiting on pan out, it doesn't matter because we still have all the draft capital and fucking cap space to go out and acquire players to make it a better team. We literally can't fuck this up with how many assets we have. Like, people do realize that, right? Like, even if Kantarov's bad, Frundell gets here, is bad, you can still go out and bring in 2 star players with the amount of assets that we have right now. A 20-year-old Connor Bedard. He's not 21 yet. That motherfucker had to have turned 21, bro. Connor Bedard's got to be 21. Oh, my gosh. He's still 20 years old. Jeez, I'm getting old. Connor Bedard's still 20 years old. Oh, my gosh. Even better. He can't even drink yet. Crazy. Chad, I'm not tweaking. I am going to get off because I am about to do a post game with Justin Lynch, B-Hawk memes. So I will be collaborating the video on my account, so you would still be able to find it through my account. You just have to go to my collaborated videos tab. Otherwise, to make it easier on yourself, just subscribe to Justin's channel. It's Bhawk Memes, like 98, I want to say. I've collabed with it. My most recent video that I posted today is collabed with it. Make sure you're subscribed to his channel because we're going to be doing a post game together. I'm going to get off and do that right now because it's already 10:25. So I will see you guys later. I am going to be streaming the game on Sunday. No video tomorrow because I've been fucking cranking out content. I'll be back Sunday, so I'll see you then. Be ready for the post game tonight on Justin's channel. Go Blackhawks. Don't tweak. We're going to be just fine. Don't tweak. Go Blackhawks. Have a good night.